Kia ora, welcome to Balcony TV Auckland, and we are joined by a very special guest, Mr. Don McGlashan. How's it going,
Hey,
Don?
mate. Good.
And what song are you going to be performing for us today?
It's one called "Girl, Make Your Own Mind Up," and it's one that I wrote for Seven Worlds Collide, which was this thing that happened at the beginning of 2009. Neil Finn brought a whole lot of musicians together.
Vader from Pearl Jam, I believe.
He phoned his in. Yeah. But there was the Wilco guys, four guys from Wilco, two guys from Radiohead, Johnny Marr, Beck Runga, a whole bunch of us.
Who's of the musicians world?
Well, in my case, it was a who's that of the music world. But I was there. I was there to make up the numbers, and I wrote this song, and the Wilco guys liked it, so they all played on it, and Ed from Radiohead played on it too. So it's on the record, and I don't play it very often, and I just thought it'd be nice to play it for this.
Marvellous. Take it away.
All right, mate. This is from my daughter Pearl, who is amazing. Try to make you believe in the miracle of the fleece. The announcing angel, star in the east. They'll try to make you believe in the burning rain coming down on the faithless, lighting up the plain. And you will listen. You will listen. Girl, make your own mind up about the world. Make your own mind up. You're smarter than all of them. You're smarter than all of them. They'll try to make you believe in the invisible hand, sweet self-interest of the successful man, to believe in the chance, however remote, that the rising tide lifts all the boats. And you will listen. You will listen. Smarter than all of them. You're smarter than all of them. Oh, oh. Make your own mind up. Oh, oh, oh. Make your own mind up. Try to make you believe in nothing, but nothing you do will amount to something. But the long, long lives of people like you and me never changed a thing, never made history. And you will listen. You will listen. Girl, make your own mind up about the world. Make your own mind up. You're smarter than all of them. You're smarter than all of them. Girl, make your own mind up about the world. Your own mind up. You're smarter than all of them. You're smarter than all of them.
Nice, very beautiful. Now, you mentioned that song was from Seven Worlds Collide.
Yep.
What was it like working with musicians? You've obviously probably worked with Tim and Neil tons before, but you know, the guys from Radiohead, what was that like? You know, these guys are huge.
Well, the strangeness was all in my head. Like when I walked in, all of the issues were in there, you know. And once I got rid of them, it was just all about songs, because it was basically everybody was in the same boat. Neil had kind of laid down the law and said, you can't prepare a song, you can't bring. You know, you can't bring
pieces,
you can't do a here's one I've prepared earlier, cooking show sort of number. And so everybody turned up with these fragments and bits and pieces, and everybody was going on saying, you know, I don't know if it's any good, and everybody was kind of back to the dog ate my homework kind of mode, and it was really cool because you get, you know, Johnny Marr was in there, like, you know, just sort of asking advice from all these people, asking advice from Jeff from Wilco, and you know, Beck was running around trying to finish a song. She wanted advice on which chord to use, and so it was really there was no time to kind of feel nervous. And I sort of lost my nerves after a while. I mean, there were some funny moments. There was one moment when I was you know, everybody was sitting around the room, and somebody was saying, well, you know, my favourite room to play in Los Angeles is the Orpheum, because it's about a 3,000 room, and you know, but somebody else would say, oh no, I like somewhere else it's a 5,000 room. That's really good. And I kind of realised at that point I didn't really have anything to contribute to the conversation.
You used to make to a couple of hundred people at the pub.
That's right. But I mean, you know, it was, apart from that, it was just all about songs, and everybody would come and help you finish your song, and that was really cool.
Awesome. So since then, we've seen you working alongside a whole bunch of New Zealand musicians, and Chris Graham's documentary about child abuse in New Zealand. Yeah. What else have you been up to? Oh, well, that's the Māori TV documentaries. That's the latest thing. But I've got a side project that I'm part of. I'm not driving it. It's called the Mutton Birds, and it's everything's really quiet. The idea is that what you hear in the living room is the same as what you hear at the gig, and that's Sean Donnelly, that he started that, and it's mainly his songs. Victoria Kelly and Sandy Mill. That's really fun. And I've been just getting started on a new album. Really interesting. I mean, I'm going in a more solo direction at the moment. I just did a South Island tour where I just had this guitar and some loops and my horn. So I'd like play the guitar for a bit, then stomp on a loop pedal, then put the guitar down, pick up the horn, play, and play little towns. And I just love that. And I'm just in about 2 weeks I head off to London, Edinburgh, Dublin, Amsterdam, New York for just playing solo. Lucky for some.
And yeah, it's great. It's great. I did something similar at the beginning of, just after the Seven Worlds Collide tour, I did a similar sort of tour. So I'm just keeping going, maybe one tour like that a year, just you know, while the kids are sort of at that high input, you know, late teens sort of stage, and I can't really go away for long periods, but you know, with any luck, you know, in the next 30 years they'll leave home.
Fingers crossed.
No, I love them, but you know, one day they'll let me free.
You mentioned earlier you played horns. I actually found out you played in the Auckland Symphonia. Years ago. And your guitar. That's the thing that just absolutely. Look at this guitar.
Oh, this is cool.
Tell us about your guitar, mate.
Okay. Well, this is I was doing a radio show, and this guy rang up out of the blue, and he said, you know, asked to be put through to me, and he said, look, I'm not crazy, but I make guitars, and you don't know me, but I'll make you this guitar for free, and it'll take a long time because I take a lot of care. And then for the next, you know, 9 months or so, we just negotiated back and forth. He said, you know, are there any woods that are special to you? And he does everything out of New Zealand wood. So this is swamp kauri, this is puriri, there's rewa and tanakaha on the back. There's some red mapo up here somewhere. Nice. But he's a man named Ian Davey, and he makes the most beautiful instruments. A cool guy. I went to visit him. He lives in just north of Dunedin, Purekanui. Cool guy.
Definitely. And online-wise, where's the best place to check you out, music-wise?
Check me out.
Yeah.
If you want to. I've got donmcglashan.com, I think. donmcglashan.com, and I think I've got a MyTube U-Space. I like how you just made up your own little word there. Yeah. But thank you very much for joining us on the balcony, and check back in a couple of days for another episode of BalconyTV. See ya.